Good evening, everyone. It is July 19th, 2023. Tomorrow we have unemployment claims, pre-market, and then existing home sales data hitting the tape at 10 a.m. Now, this video is coming out a little bit earlier than I usually do. I like to usually have Globex play out a bit, get a feel for what we might be having tomorrow. I have to go to a wedding event pretty soon here, so that won't be happening. So far, what we're getting is some solid selling under yesterday's low of the day, both on the ES over here as well as the Nasdaq also selling off much more aggressively, if anything. We have come below this Monday high of the day. We're now hitting last week's high over here. And overall, it looks like I sort of got this week backwards. It looks like I might have gotten the week backwards. What I was hoping to get this week was the sell-off on Monday, Tuesday, and perhaps Wednesday, and then the ramp. Instead, we got the ramp Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this may very well be a local top for now. I don't want to be early in saying this, but this may very well be some sort of top for the quarter. We may very well trade within here for the rest of July and August, and then have what I don't want to call it bearish, but September tends to be a poor month for the S&P. So I could see us very well, and again, this is my key area here. I could see us very well selling down into this contract gap here at 4,300, maybe even down to 4,200. That sets us up for a higher move into the end of the year. So that's how I'm kind of looking at this as a potential local top somewhere made in July that we trade inside of for the rest of the quarter. And then we have, the quote bearish September move, and then we are up for the rest of the year. That's how I'm looking at this for now. And for tomorrow, getting into a much smaller time frame, how am I looking at this? Well, if and only if the overnight low breaks, will I be looking at short? Today I was long 89, pretty much the low of the day. Given that we'd broken the overnight high, given that everything was bullish, I got long there against the overnight low. If we break the overnight low and then have a rally, so in other words, if we are gapping down, 88.50 being today's RTH low of the day, if we are gapping down, break the overnight low, I'll be looking for ways to get short against the overnight high, and that'll likely be at today's low of the day, today's RTH low, 88.5. Now, if that ends up breaking, if the overnight high ends up breaking, I'll be looking to get long around 91s at that -2 standard deviation of the volume profile from today. Below there, I'm willing to get long 71s. It may be that about 74 goes bid, the VWAP close from Tuesday. We may even drip down a little bit below 71s. That's fine. Weekly VWAP currently sitting right around 75-ish. Below there, this is where I still want to be bid. This high, but more importantly now, last week's RTH high coming in at 60.5. So I want to be long somewhere around this 60 spot. I think, what was today, a 24-ish point range, 23, 20-point range day. So tomorrow, if today's low is the absolute low of the or absolute high of the RTH session, you'd be looking somewhere around 60s to be the low. If it's an average day below there, I just don't think I'm interested in trading. I think you're starting to break the bullish structure, and I think you need at least a day to let this thing figure out what it wants to. I don't know if it's going to liquidate. It kind of scares me. I've got these setups in the 37s and this and that, but I mean, you're likely trading a 50-point down move at that point. So I get hesitant to trade below 45, call it a 45.58 or so. Kind of this local low right there. I get hesitant to trade below there. Below 45, you're trading below settlement lows. And I think that's when it could really start to get more ugly. So I need to see how this opens up, where we're trading around 9 a.m. Same thing on the Nasdaq. I'm willing to be a little bit more aggressive on the short side. Yesterday, what did we have? Yesterday, this thing was churning around. Right off the open, it sold, and it was churning around, and Microsoft gave us a bid, managed to ramp up. Today, it was the same thing. Here was the high of the day from yesterday. Tried to break the high, sold. Tried to break the high, sold. Sold, 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 sold. Sold again on the rally. This thing has just been so weak, and ES has been carrying it. If you really, you could look at something like the RTY to get a better idea. Here we go. RTY has really been pushing, and it's trying to break its current high of the year, wherever that is, right here. That's the number it's trying to break. Maybe I'll set an alert for that. So, to me, the Nasdaq wants to sell. ES has been held up for once by decent breadth. God forbid it actually does. So I am looking a little bit more short biased on the Nasdaq. I'm willing to get short 942s after a move into 957. So I'm willing to get short pretty much the major level that I've been watching, this 942 area. We've got to sell there, bid, pretty much the overnight low. That's where we're churning around. And that's where we have that the pit settle and then move down. So essentially what I'd want to see is a move to that 957, that being today's 4 p.m. close. So if we move up to here, sell off below 942s, I'm willing to take that short for a move further down. Same thing, I'd be willing to get short 977s. That key level from today, bid, 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 offered, offered, offered again here. After I move to the VWAP close and the point of control right there. If we start teetering above 16,000, I think we go ahead and test this high again from Tuesday at 1631. And then if we're up there, I doubt we're going to leave these highs untagged. So I'm willing to be short, willing to be long here, prior week's high, even here where we have the origin of the breakout after tag is 796 where this volume was done. However, in general, tomorrow may be a tricky one. I think our bullish momentum has come to an end. If we do gap down, if we do finally, after July 6th being the last time we broke a previous day's low on the ES, this would be finally the first time breaking it. And I think it would be wise to hold, to be a little bit cautious upon that. So that's how I'm looking at it for tomorrow. I'm willing to be long, willing to be short, but I will be playing it carefully on both sides. Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. I gotta run. Bye.